one and only sexy horse and god of hammers. Also the one that tickles your toes while you are sleeping. What? Today I want to share with you 5 ideas that I think will not only make Dauntless more fun, but also introduce more fun mechanics to the game. However, before I get started, I would like to ask that you please leave a like on this video, hit the subscription button, and put the notification bell as one of your dependents on your W2 form so that you don't miss any of my videos. And if I ever find out that you are missing some of my videos, well...
Goofy! Yeah, the demons told me to!
Fuck, shut the fuck up, Goofy! Guilty.
Without further ado, and with a little bit of
Jizz in my pants.
let's get started with the video. Number 1. Loadout drop pods. Now this one is more of a little switch than it is actually an addition to the game. Instead of the supply crates, you will get supply drop pods, or loadout pods, that you can summon just like the supply crate. However, instead of shooting a flare into the sky, you will drop a sort of smoke grenade that calls in an airship and drops the pod in the area of the smoke grenade. This will add a bit of flair and style to calling in supplies, and it will make the game a little more fun by giving the airship more screen time. Number 2. Tonic Share Radius. This one is quite an interesting one and will work a lot like the conduit cell, except it's for tonics. What do I mean by this? After you take your tonics, your slayer will emit a radius where the inside of said radius will also share the same buffs of the tonics your slayer consumed with your team. So for example, if your slayer consumed the 3 most popular tonics, which are Frenzy, Blitz, and Ether Drive, the other slayers within that radius will also share those buffs for the duration of those buffs or until they leave your slayer's radius. Can other slayers also buff you? Yes, and that is what makes this a mechanic for team, offering multiple different buffs to your team as long as you all stay within each other's radius. Not only will this be more fun, but it will also help your team with harder content like Gauntlet, Heroic, or Trials. I am curious to know how this will be implemented into the game. However, I do believe it is possible, even though it is an idea of mine right now. Number 3. Loadout banks. Now, unlike the first mechanic I spoke of earlier, this one will actually be an addition to the game, and I think it will actually help a lot of people, especially new people. So what do I mean by loadout banks? Well, much like the Escalation 3 machine behind Archon Drew, this will be a loadout machine of sorts next to Wills and Mora that works like a sort of shareable bank for builds. This machine/bank will allow you to upload your builds and allow other slayers to use them for a certain amount of time based on the amount of currency they are willing to pay. Now this isn't exactly a trading mechanic, it's more like a rent-to-own mechanic or rent-to-use for a limited time. So for example, let's say you need a build for Escalation, Trial, Gauntlet, or Hunting Ground, but you don't exactly have the time or materials to make a build. However, you do have the currency to rent one to help you with said event. You can insert the correct amount of currency into the bank and gain access to the build for the duration of the amount of currency you put in. So yes, there will be a limit for this, as you won't exactly own the build. You are only renting it and testing the build, as well as to see if you like it and want to work towards making it in the future. So how do you keep people from taking advantage of this mechanic? Well, currency, of course. Using currency will limit the amount of times you can do this and other things in the game, therefore making this loadout bank more of a choice and not an actual game-breaking mechanic. Number 4 is Behemoth Danger Level Contracts. Much like bounties, these Behemoth Danger Level Contracts will offer weapon XP, however the amount of XP they will offer will be much greater than bounties. However, there will only be a certain amount of these contracts given per week, and they will be given by Lady Luck. So for example, every week there will be 2 to 3 contracts given by Lady Luck that vary in difficulty and XP. The highest being the Danger Level contract will give you enough XP to level a weapon for up to 2 levels. The contract will also be based on specific behemoths and or events. This way they are somewhat worthy of their name and difficulty, and since we also be getting XP from Aetherites, it will also offer an extra way of gaining XP. This will also offer a more fun way of hunting behemoths, since you will have to wait for the behemoth or special condition to appear in order for the contract to be accomplished. Lastly, at number 5, custom sigils and flares. This mechanic will allow us to make our own custom sigils and flares. Not only do I think this will allow us to bring more personality to our banners and guilds, but will also bring more creativity to Dauntless. The ability to make my own sigil has been in my head since I started playing Dauntless, and I do think it is a possibility. Much like the emblem customization in Black Ops 2, we will be allowed to use certain shapes or even letters to create our sigils or special flares, and maybe even allow others to use them as well. Well, that is all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of these great ideas of mine down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos, and I am out. Peace.